looking for that final pick. It is going to be the Orianna, which does have a lot of good ball carriers here with both the Maokai and the Rel to be able to send that ball into the back line, especially point and click someone like a Varus.
The Drake instead. Maybe it's not such a polite gentleman's agreement, but now APA is going to be in trouble. Contracts going in for the flash engage. Follow up from Zeyzal. It ain't going to matter. Seismic shove right on back, and Zeyzal's in danger. CoreJJ locks him up. Umpty beats him down. Team Liquid is ready to answer the challenge, but Shopify ain't done yet. Core wanted to go for the dredge line, but does not find it. APA hops off the wall, and he's ready to ball. Contracts falls. Yawn picking that one up, and Team Liquid just came out so far on top in that play. Yeah. That's the kind of coordination I feel like we see a lot of when they're at their peak. That's why everybody kind of scratched their head a little bit when Jat said coordination over to Shopify. But now, right as I'm praising them, APA in trouble. Shopify going in, looking for a bit of a payday here. They really want to make sure B-Boy gets it, and he will.
Second of the third kind of groups of objectives, or whatever you want to call it, but Fudge just used the public execution. He's going all out. Yeah,
Fudge wants this, and Impact could be in some serious danger now that Contracts is ready to join, but Impact doing a good job getting away to the safety of his team. Now wants to turn it around back onto Contracts. That Electro Harpoon misses. CoreJJ wants the dredge line. Contracts low. Impact still barely alive, and he will keep himself going.
I feel like I rarely get value.
All right, Fudge is going in for Impact yet again. There's help nowhere near as close as it was in the previous instance. Contracts is ready to rock and roll, and Impact is down to 200 HP. The Equalizer wants to bring Fudge with him, but it ain't going to happen. APA and Umpty want to make it a delayed 1-for-1, and yes, sir, they will. Seismic shove into the unraveled earth, into the wind becomes...
Enough with the position of this game. You can see B-Boy going to be pushing out top side, but APA answering in kind down on that bot side, and TL just feel like they're getting further and further ahead.
And alongside your damage more freely and in a greater variety of situations.
Especially at a high level, right? You know, move speed and and range, I think, are less powerful when you are less good at the game because you're going to miss
position. If you're just going to stand
and
still and shoot, it doesn't matter how fast you walk.
But at the pro level, when people are utilizing it to dodge all your skills, and when they're faster than you, they're just spacing your autos and making it incredibly hard to actually chase them down.
Shopify are going to start up the Rift Herald for themselves. They have lost every neutral objective on the map so far in the first 16 minutes of gameplay. They would really like to change that right here, being down 6 grubs, down 2 drakes, down 3,000 gold. They need to mop this one up nice and quick, and yes, sir, they will. However, Team Liquid's just saying, okay.
2 tower, because APA had a ton of free time there, and now is going to come mid, and they're going to pressure here.
Yep, they cut off B-Boy and Zeyzal from being able to reinforce at the tier 1 turret. Contracts is a little bit too close, taking a ton of damage here. They need a little bit more for the kill, and APA got paid. Nicely done from Team Liquid. Only needs a little bit more now into the health bar of the tier 1 turret, and that will fall too. APA's Weaver's Walls are looking good this game.
Yeah, they are looking really good. Impact's going to go top lane.
Uh-oh, Palafox sidesteps the first Electro Harpoon, makes space with the Shockwave. He's fine. Takes the recall here, but not going to feel... Okay, takes the...
He was really nervous about a potential collapse. He actually TP's out of there. Umpty, though, in some trouble.
Yeah, Umpty's got to get away from Fudge on this one. I don't think he wins these 1v1, but he does...
A tournament in Brazil, assuming they can take down Shopify here, but they are looking like game number 1 is going all their way.
Yeah, I feel like shy of an Otacon throw, there aren't a ton of avenues that Shopify is really looking at as, oh, here's our immediate path back into the game.
Difficult for Shopify to find a way back in here. And Otacon, I think, would almost certainly seal the deal from a position like this. They're going to be able to grab another dragon as well, so they're going to be on Soul Point here. Otacon's going to be coming up, and Shopify basically is already finding themselves in a one.
Has not died at all, but has not been able to make any plays so far on this big team fight champion either. Impact now securing. Still has a little bit of time left before his teleport is ready. Contract singing the same song about his flash, but there might not even be time. Yawn getting away from Fudge, who wanted to make the move over in the mid lane, but instead it's going to be turned around by Team Liquid. A little bit more damage gets it done, and Fudge is first to die. Umpty flashing back away with a crescent guard, keeping him alive. A big equalizer comes down over top, and Zeyzal ain't going anywhere. APA is ready to jump right back into the fight. The unraveled earth set down in place as Palafox tries some fancy feet, but the rain of air.
More time. It's just Fudge saying, you know what? Maybe we can actually catch Yawn looking here. He was cheating to that top side, so he finds him with the public execution. But again, the follow-up is so little bit, and are going to be trying to play very aggressively with it. You can see Core is positioning behind them. They just want to fight right now.
Yeah, they're just jumping in for it. Team Liquid's ready to go, and they've got to be careful on Shopify's side. A ton of pressure into the back already as B-Boy's popping the barrier, just trying to get away, but Core JJ got him. Contracts wants to escape, but the Maokai, flash or not, he's done, man. Team Liquid killing off the enemy carry plus jungle.
As well as C9 is still to be determined who exactly they are going to be playing.
Yeah, and from Brazil, we already have Leon. Sends the message that this tier 2 is the focus for TL, and Shopify just don't have the men to try to defend. Instead, Core JJ goes fishing and caught himself a Contracts. Easy turret.
They're still going to try. Only way you come back in a game like this, even if it's a 1% chance, is fight your way out. So they have to try to see if they can find something here.
Ooh, Fudge wanted to find something, but that execution was not public. Core JJ on the front line now as Zeyzal's knocked back by the seismic shove. Yawns on a rampage, and here goes this giant Weaver's Wall yet again. Palafox shoved right back into the unraveled earth, and APA's taking a kill there. Easy stuff for TL. 2 more kills for no answer on Shopify. A 13-2 game as Team Liquid have just not given Shopify any avenues back into the game. Now armed with Baron, the push gets even more intense.
Yeah, they're already about 11,000 gold ahead here. APA coming out of base has another item complete. Umti and Impact pushing up that top lane. You can see Core and Yan pushing in mid lane. There's just no defense being mounted anywhere here for Shopify. You really just got to kind of choose your moment, see if you can find a way in. But not really any sort of an engage. So you can imagine them winning from this point. And TL are just going to go full court press. You can see all 3 lanes right now getting pushed up. APA going to be down in bot lane.
Team Liquid ready to put an end to this first one. Pressure onto the top side. Maokai ulti shot out by Contracts, but doesn't really find an opportunity to do a whole lot. He flashes in for the twisted advance. Impact is the target. He's going to try to take somebody with him, and he does get 1. Impact is down, but so is the tier 3 turret. So is Palafox. So is Contracts. So is Shopify's chances at this game, and Zeyzal along with him for the cherry on top. A double kill for both the carries on Team Liquid. Only B-Boy is left, and these structures are getting bulldozed. TL ran the rip from start to finish. Ever since that dragon fight, Shopify didn't have a prayer. 17-3, not even 30 minutes on the clock. TL takes game 1.
All right, TL. You know, there's been some criticism thrown your way after last week, but they're coming out here.
I was about to say, I
wouldn't be shocked to see it. So Volibear does get locked in. Hasn't been played so far this split, but is quite a strong jungler. And I'm curious to see, you know, what sort of build he goes for. You know, I'm expecting him just go more that kind of like bruiser hybrid. We'll see if he does go full tank here, but I don't really think there's a need, especially since the nerfs came
not
through.
Interested in a dive, at least not yet. Zeyzal immediately going in to jump after Yan. Core JJ, the counterattack with a grand entrance. They're too close to the enemy tower. They can't afford to go all in on the scrap, but they do want to keep it going. Core JJ and Yan may have overplayed their hand here a little bit. Zeyzal with the flash, double knock up. It's first blood over to Shopify Rebellion, but Umti is hungry for a little bit of revenge. They find a knock up on Zeyzal, and the lightning comes crashing down. It's a 1-for-1, make it a 2-for-1. Ends up actually,
because now there's some pressure on him. Impact may be overstaying though.
Yeah, Impact really greeting out for the plate. Contracts first to jump in, wants to hit him with the Cyclone, finds plenty of damage for the setup.
Over here, Contracts is coming as well, and Zeyzal's going to be here first.
Yeah, Umti is stuck inside this pit. He will
here comes Core.
Potentially have to ult defensively, but Core JJ is ready to join up and reinforce the jungler. Damage from Yawn over the wall, but it ain't going to be enough. Umti having to flash away to stay safe. APA defensive Emperor's Divide, as the Grubs are now under the control of Shopify, who have secured 5, make it 6. It's a full Grub collection for the Rebellion.
Yeah, that is huge. And TL, honestly,
Shuriken flip could potentially threaten a very dire situation for APA. Maybe force that flash, but once the Shuriken misses, you lose so much of the combo potential. Team Liquid going to take this opportunity, secure play top, take the flash that you get, back away, not overcommit. That's a good look, I think, as APA is now under pressure yet again, and Contracts is ready to make sure that pressure drowns them. Nice use of the Wukong ulti. Needs one more hit to guarantee it, and he'll take it just fine. Shopify up 4-2.
Yeah, nicely done. Able to get a pick there onto APA. You know, missing the flash from earlier. They're able to get in, do take him down. Cost him a fair bit. It was the flash from Zeyzal, the flash from Palafox as well, and a bunch of ultimates there. So they do spend quite a bit. Umti's going to be down on this bot side. Is spotted, but we'll see if Fudge feels comfortable to try to hold his ground at this tower, because of course Umti can turn the tower off.
All right, looks like they're going to try to put enough damage into the tower to just knock the thing over in its entirety. Umpty going in after Fudge as they complete the take on the turret, but Fudge wants to go all out. Umpty in some danger now here on the volley. On top of it means topside river control belongs to Shopify for now.
Yeah, Fudge is going to be able to hang on, but they're going to try to threaten the dive.
Fudge in trouble for now, but he goes all out yet again. Umpty just shot to pieces. Shopify's playing so much. But the wild thing, Azael, is I feel like for the past 5 minutes, we've mostly just been talking about how much better Shopify is doing. It feels like...
Third dragon, though, going the way of TL is very concerning. 3 uncontested dragons when it is Hex Tech Soul. That is not something you can afford to give up. So
yeah.
Now Shopify do kind of have that timer. You have got to be there every single time the dragon spawns. If you get picked before it, that's soul. If you have a bad fight, that's soul. You get smite soul, that's soul. So it is really
success so far. But hey, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's still a gold lead for the big dude. Full strike on APA, but he's unafraid. He's still ready to just fire back with a couple of those shifting sand soldiers. Team Liquid with control over the bot side river. Still got the false lives ready to go. Flash engage coming out from Contracts, but immediately the Emperor's divide from APA. He wants to try to get away. B-Boy can't finish him off. Not with the True Shot Barrage. Not yet. Young grabbing the first kill. It's Contracts dies. Zeyzal and Fudge are about to follow him straight into the abyss. And Yawn is going all the way. Just when you thought Shopify had played a good 20 minutes of League of Legends, Team Liquid undoes it all with one Otacon and one team fight.
Yeah, TL roars to life there. They didn't even need the Otacon. They didn't have a single one of those Otacon GAs pop. They just straight up win.
So much more difficult to play. Yes, you've still got the Cassante doing well, but Palafox is in danger as Impact is his reckoning. The Akali wants to get out of it, but no chance. Secrets from Kai'Sa is just so obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean, it is really, really annoying. And this slow is the worst part about it. We're going to see if Fudge can find an outplay.
Yeah, he's dragged APA underneath the turret. This turret is absolutely gunning for the Emperor. Meanwhile, on the other side, Yon's going to be in some danger, but at the same time, Contract's looking to chase him down while APA avoids the damage over here underneath the tier 2 turret. Yon getting away for now. Contract's still in hot pursuit. Meanwhile, B-Boy now in danger as Umpty and Impact are ready to collapse on him, and Contract's still trying to find a way to try to help. B-Boy gets away. Everybody gets away. So many low health bars. APA still fighting. Contracts wants to go back in after him, but Yon gives him the Acathian rain.
He's going to be on his own for now, but Impact pushing mid, takes the tier 1. They're going to use those Hex Gates against them. Is kind of struggling to get involved and find a way into these fights, and now the Baron going to go down without even a contest.
Man, here we go again. Another objective without a fight. Team Liquid have already secured the Baron. Shopify want to get something back. CoreJJ is low, but he's not in any real danger just yet. It's B-Boy and Zeyzal that are going to die first, and APA takes the kill on B-Boy to kick things off. Contracts hobbling away. A double kill to APA. 4 dead bodies on Shopify Rebellion, and Zeyzal with 100 HP is the only man still breathing.
Team Liquid look like they are going to do it. Going to be able to claim one of those final 2 spots here to go to Brazil. They stumbled last week, but they are bouncing back strong.
Game number 1 seems so much more one-sided than this, but Azael, game number 1 ended about 10 seconds shy of 30 minutes. Game number 2 is going to end even faster. Umpty might just die to the Nexus turrets. Finally, that last one's going to kill him, but even faster than the first one, Team Liquid wins the second. A clean 2-0 to punch their ticket to Brazil.
Nicely done there by TL. It came down so heavily to Dragon Control, and a great call to go for that Otacon. Umpty just souling up the Otacon, getting it so low before Shopify even realized it was going on, that they come through, they get the GAs, they dominate the fight for the soul, and that was really that.
I mean, that is what it is all about. Game number 1 was all about the first Dragon fight. Game number 2 was all about sneaking the Otacon. I felt like Shopify actually had the bit of the tempo advantage up until that point. They had been making more plays more frequently, but man, League of Legends is such a rough game like that sometimes. One big decision can undo 20 minutes of smaller ones.
I mean, every play is not created equal in League of Legends, right? You know, you can make good play after good play, incremental advantage after incremental advantage. You make a mistake around Baron, around Otacon, around Elder Dragon, around a Soul. Those mistakes, those plays are just worth so much more than all of the other things that you did to get to the point that you were at.
Sad for Shopify. They did look, I think, a lot better in game number 2 up until that moment. Yeah, they were making calls. They were making plays individually, like in the bottom lane with what we saw in the 2v2, as well as a team rotating around to be able to answer what their opponents were doing. Also not overdiving with things like the top lane tier 1 play against APA, but it just all fell apart at the Otacon. Team Liquid going from Otacon to Nexus in 10 minutes or less, or your money back.
Yeah, that is looking good for them. They are going to be going to Brazil, whereas Shopify will have to kind of regroup, retool for split number 2. This is a very, very quick first split. Of course, it's basically, you know, like a kind of mini tournament to kick things off. You know, only a couple weeks in here, they're already gone.
All right, we're going to take another look here at the final fight, which was just Shopify now desperate to try to do something after TL claimed a free Baron.
I mean, you're showing up late. You know, you realize, hey, if they get Baron, they already have Soul. It's probably completely cooked, so they're going to try to force. But Palafox, you know, he arrives on the teleport, but look at where Bvoy is at this point. You know, Bvoy is already completely pushed out. The ultimate has already expired on Alistar. He's fully on the run. So by the time Palafox actually arrives, there's not really much of anything he can actually do. He tries to get into the back line. Nothing happening there. TL completely crushed through the fight and are able to take it.
All right, that's about it for the series. Now it's time to join Emily and Umti at the Fan Zone for an interview.
Hello, I am joined here by Umti at the Fan Zone. So first of all, congratulations, Chugaheo.
Thank you.
This was today was a return to form for you, and Swiffer had said you guys were really working together on trying to improve team coordination. So what was your week of prep like?
So like we were actually having a very bad weeks at the scrims because, you know, the Saturday, it was Sunday, I think, we lost to the 100 Thieves and we lost our mind, I guess. So, but I think actually the Jake, like Spawn, Simon, sorry, I should say the name, the Swiffer and Reignover and Hatem is actually a group does really well, and we actually played as a team. I'm happy that we played as a team and just win this game.
For you personally, I've seen you like overcome a lot of situations where you've been struggling individually and you've been able to kind of prove a lot of people wrong. So how did it feel today to have such a strong 2-0 performance? I
mean, you know what? It's actually just BO3 games. I just played 3 games. You guys cannot judge me right now. I can be better tomorrow too. I can be good, best in the world at 2 days later, but you guys cannot judge me right now. It's like 3 games.
I agree. Having watched you since the junior days, now going forward, you guys will prepare for kind of a best of 1, almost tiebreaker to see seeding and then go to Brazil. What are you looking forward to the most in traveling to Brazil?
Brazil, I heard their barbecue was kind of unique, and we have Myron who is from Brazil, so I actually think he's gonna give us a lot of good experience with now. And I heard fans are massive and massive and massive, so let's see. Maybe they're gonna ooh on us because we are the nose. Well, maybe maybe they just share us a high energy same.
It should be fun either way. Congratulations. It's always great to talk to you. And we will throw it to break. On the other side, we'll see the lounge.
Welcome to this week's MasterCard Player of the Week winner, Quid. Congratulations, Quid.